Hi everybody, welcome back to Goodnight Lighthouse. I'm Miss Dorothy and I'm here to read you another story. And I have a book tonight about a tractor, a really fun, friendly tractor. And his name is Otis. And the name of this book is Otis. This is a book all about Otis the tractor and his adventures and his friends and something a little sad that happens. But we need to get into this book and find out about Otis because he's going to take us on quite an adventure. Are you ready to get inside this book with Miss Dorothy? Good. I need you to sit up and listen up because here we go. Otis by Loren Long. There once was a friendly little tractor. His name was Otis, and every day Otis and his farmer worked together, taking care of the farm they called home. Otis liked to work. Look at Otis. He's a good little tractor. But after working hard all day, Otis was ready to unwind and play. He would ride the rolling hills and skirt Mud Pond down by the corn. He would leapfrog bales of hay and explode through the haystacks. Wow, Otis really does like to play. On occasion, he would chase a rabbit or play ring around the rosy with the ducks to the sound of his steady put, puff, 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 chuff. And sometimes, at the end of the day, he would just sit under the apple tree and watch the farm below. Every night, tired but happy, Otis would put, puff into the little stall in the barn that was all his. Wow, Otis really loves his farm. One night when Otis was fast asleep, the farmer brought a beautiful baby calf into the barn. The calf bawled and bawled for her mother, but when the sleepy sound of the soft put, puff, puffety chuff came from the next stall, the scared little calf stopped bawling and drifted off to sleep. Aw, Otis is helping the little baby cow go to sleep. From that day on, the calf started following the little tractor wherever he went. Put, puff, puffety chuff. She followed him over the rolling hills and down by Mud Pond. She was right behind him, leapfrogging the bales of hay. And the calf made their games of Ring Around the Rosie all the better. Wow, they'd become the best of friends. Sometimes, at the end of the day, the two of them would just sit together under the apple tree and watch the farm below. Otis loved his little calf, and the little calf loved Otis. Then one day, the farmer surprised everyone with a brand new yellow tractor. "Time to move out, Otis," the farmer said. He took Otis out of the little stall in the barn that was all his and parked him back behind the barn. Then he backed the big yellow tractor into the stall next to the little calf. Oh no, the new tractor came in to take Otis's place. But the little calf didn't like the big yellow tractor. He had a deep rumbling snore that shook the stall when he slept. There was no one to purr the little calf gently to sleep, no one to spend her days with. And Otis could not even see his farm as the weeds began to cover his tires. His friend often sat with him, but she could not get him to play like the old days. Oh, Otis is sad because he had to go out back. It was early summer when the farmer discovered a poster. "Who was the prettiest calf in the land? Judges will decide at the county fair and award a fancy blue ribbon to the winner." The farmer knew the answer. He would show the little calf. But on the morning of the fair, the little calf was nowhere to be found. She had wandered down to Mud Pond by the cornfield to cool off. When she waded into the muddy water, her feet sank. With every step, she sank deeper and deeper and deeper. The little calf was stuck in Mud Pond. Oh, no! "Get the hands!" the farmer shouted when he saw her. All the farmhands came running with their ropes. But the more they tugged, the more stuck the calf got. "Get the big yellow tractor!" the farmer shouted. "He can save her!" But the tractor just scared the little calf. She sank in deeper and deeper. Nearby farmers began to gather. Everyone's coming to try and help. but the calf can't get out of the mud." "Then call the fire chief Douglas and the fire truck," the farmer shouted. "They can save our little calf." But the sight of the big red fire truck startled the little calf in even deeper. The farmer was fit to be tied. If the farmhands and the big tractor and even Fire Chief Douglas and his fire truck couldn't save this little calf, who could? They're all trying, but they're just scaring her. Suddenly, the little calf's ears perked up. Over the hum of the growling crowd, there came a faint sound in the distance, a soft, rhythmic purr, puff, puff, puffity chuff. The crowd turned and looked. The sound became louder. Put puff, puffity chuff! And all at once Otis puffed from around the barn. He turned and headed straight toward Mud Pond. He's coming to save his friend. Otis puffed down the rolling hill and pulled up right next to the muddy water's edge. The calf heard her friend's puttering purr and bawled. It was something like a hello. Then, to the sound of his gentle chuff and the amazement of all the people in the crowd, Otis slowly began to circle the pond. How's Otis going to help? He circled and circled, and the little calf turned and turned, never taking her eyes off her friend. It's just like when they were playing Ring Around the Rosie. With each ring Otis made around Mud Pond, the muddy grip loosened until the calf was able to stumble out of the pond on her own. The two friends had found each other again. Great job, Otis! Woohoo! Otis led the calf right down the dusty road toward the village, and everyone threw flowers as they went, following them into town. It looked like a happy parade. No one needed a fancy blue ribbon to tell them that the calf was a special calf. Otis was a special tractor, and the two of them were special friends. From that day on, the farmer discovered that with Otis's puttering purr beside the chicken coop, his chickens laid more eggs. At milking time, with Otis's gentle chuff nearby, his cows produced more milk. On occasion, Otis even got to join the farmer and the big yellow tractor out in the fields. But often, at the end of the day, Otis would just sit with his friend under the apple tree and watch the farm below. The end. Oh, yay! I am so glad Otis gets to be out with his friend again. Wow, this was a good book, but it had me a little worried because when the big new tractor came along, Otis got put in the back of the barn and he wasn't able to see his farm and he wasn't able to play with the calf. But then, when the calf got stuck, the only person who could help was Otis the tractor because the calf really trusted him and he wasn't afraid of him. And because of that, Otis got to be a part of the farm again, and him and his calf get to sit under the tree doing their favorite thing, being together. This was a good book. I like Otis the tractor. I think I'm going to go see if I can find more books about Otis because I think he's going to be a fun little tractor to hang out with. So I'm going to go to the library. I'm going to find more Otis books and we're going to read them together. You know, I might even have one right back there on my shelf right now. I'm going to have to go look. But that'll have to be tomorrow because tonight it's time for Otis, the calf, you and me to all get into bed. I need you to get under your covers, get cuddled up, curled up, ready for a really good night's sleep. And tomorrow when you're out playing with your best friend, have a great time. Do whatever you can to help. And whatever mom and dad say, obey. And obey right away. And then come back and see Miss Dorothy. I'm going to be sitting right here, ready to read another book to you. Bye! Thanks for reading with Miss Dorothy. I hope you enjoyed this book, and I hope you'll come back soon to read another. What's your favorite book? Drop Miss Dorothy a note and let me know. I'll go find it, and I'll read it to you. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share. I'll see you soon.